Hey guys, my name is Chris Martin with the Real Albuquerque podcast, videocast, whatever cast you want to call this cast. This week, doing a little shorter book reviews if you have not been paying attention the last few weeks. As my journey to 52 books, I'm going to just go over a few books that I find highly valuable and what I like about them, why I read them, and just some little fun facts. This week is The Law of Attraction by Michael J. Losier. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name 100%, but I am 110% sure that you should read this book. This book is the reason why all you see on Facebook nowadays, or some in the last few days, I've been seeing a lot of Law of Attraction type quotes and people saying, well, you're not magnetizing yourself or bringing in the good vibrations to bring abundance into your life or manifest the right things into your life. And that all stems from this book here. Whether they've read it or not, I can't say, but this is what they're all referring to. Michael J. Losier's Law of Attraction. All right, guys, we're going to get into the show. Chloe's going to hit the little... Chloe, the keyboard cat number 2, is going to hit the muzak, and we'll be in the show talking about this book. All right, guys, this week we're talking about the Law of Attraction. If you can't see it, I'm pointing the book towards the camera, but I'm going to verbally talk about what it says on the front cover. It says, Law of Attraction, the science of attracting more of what you want. Oh, it's a whole sentence, but it's some breakups there. The science of attracting more of what you want and less of what you don't, by Michael Losier, the author of Law of Connection. I've not read Law of Connection, that's on the list, but this book is where you see, all the stuff like The Secret comes from this. The movie The Secret comes from Law of Attraction. People say, oh, you're not manifesting the right things, you're not thinking about it. Visualizing all comes and stems from this book right here. Now, he didn't invent the Law of Attraction. He just wrote a book about it, and that's what that is. So this is your go-to source for this book. This is a must-read for anybody who wants to do better in their life, wants to increase their abundance coming their way, wants to magnetize themselves with good vibrations of their body and attract those who are like that. And also, you may not know it, but if you're doing the opposite of that, you're also magnetizing or bringing in, the Law of Attraction states that you can bring in good or bad, whatever you want to do, or bring in whatever you want into your life. So whether you know it or not, you're either bringing in good, bad, or the ugly. And if you're doing all three, that stops the flow of, slows down the flow of one or the other. It says on the back, this is a cool quote, maybe marketing stuff, but I like it. It says, you may not be aware of it, but a very powerful force is present in your life. It's called the Law of Attraction. Learn how to use it deliberately and make it work for you. Things that this book will help you learn about the Law of Attraction can help you do one of these things. Attract your ideal mate, increase your wealth and abundance. It's never just about the money. So wealth and abundance could be more travel time, more vacation time, being your own boss, more time with your family. So wealth and abundance is a definition that doesn't have to just be monetarily based, right? Bring more customers, clients, and referrals in your business life. Discover your ideal job or true calling, or find a little Chloe cat like this. You could find an animal or a best friend like Chloe through Law of Attraction, right, Chloe? Yeah, she says yes. Yeah, she likes this book too. This book is very short. It's 150 pages. Okay, I am not being truthful there. It's 152. It goes all the way to the back. 152 pages talking about the Law of Attraction. I'm dodging Chloe's tail here. But I can't go over the whole book in this podcast or videocast with you. But I will go over just a few things that I've highlighted. One of which I have my my little yesha, or my little hedgehog in the fog, as the Russians would call it. Chloe, you gotta get in my lap or do something different here. I'm trying to present this book and talk about it, and Chloe's being all cute and cuddly, like usual. Okay, so one of the things that I liked out of this book that I wanted to share with you is called The Power of Allowing. Now, if you've ever remember that game that they have where you have that little mason jar looking shape and it has all those toothpicks in it and you have marbles and the marbles are holding the toothpicks. No, it's the other way around. The toothpicks are holding the marbles, you know, in the mason jar thing. And you pull the little toothpicks out one person at a time, and whoever drops the marbles down loses the game, right? Well, the law of attraction is the opposite, basically, of that. I'm showing this here on the screen or on the camera. Chloe's rubbing her face on the book, but I want to talk about it more in depth with words, right? So you guys who are listening can take some of this in. So the power of allowing is that game. Visualize that game if you're driving, listening, walking on the couch, in bed, whatever the case may be. Start to visualize that game and as if you're playing it. Your strategy is to hold out and pull the last toothpick, or you know, pardon me, have somebody else pull the last toothpick before you. Now, it shows 3 examples in here. All the marbles and all the toothpicks are there, and maybe 1 or 2 marbles have dropped in the little bottom. And that represents having a strong desire with strong doubt means your desire will not be manifested. In this example, right, the marbles are your dreams. Toothpicks are your doubt, right? So the toothpicks, aka doubt, are holding your manifestations, your abundance, your wealth, finding your mate, finding your true calling, getting referrals, business, whatever you're trying to attract into your life, that's the marbles. The toothpicks is all the doubt, the fear, what everybody else is saying and put on your life, the negativity that's coming in at you and saying you can't do it. That's the toothpicks. The toothpicks is the barrier. The doubt is holding your manifestations from coming into fruition. Now, as you pull 1 toothpick out, maybe 3 marbles drop. But we want all these marbles to drop, right? So, having a strong desire with a strong doubt means your desire will not be manifested. You're saying, I want to travel the world all next year, and then the doubt is, well, I don't even have money in my bank account, or I don't even have a suitcase, or where do I go, or my friends won't support it, or I have a mortgage. So that's all the doubt the more doubt you create, the less the law of attraction can work, because you have to flip it. Now, having a strong desire with just a little bit of doubt, i.e., a lot of your marbles, maybe half your marbles are in that little tray at the bottom, and you have some toothpicks, doubt. Having a strong desire with just a little bit of doubt means your desire will come through slowly. So as you decrease the doubt in yourself and what you're trying to attract, your manifestations will come. Because you got to think about it like this. You have 2 opposing forces. One will win. So picture that marble game. You have 2 opposing forces, right? One's going to win. Do you have more toothpicks and doubt than you have belief in yourself and ideas that you can make this happen? Right? So we have 2 opposing forces. The middle here, which is having a strong desire, which is a little bit of doubt, means your desire will come through slowly, means that you have more faith in yourself than you have doubt, but it's still, that doubt's still holding some of those marbles up. The last picture shows all the toothpicks on the table and all the marbles in that tray, saying having a strong desire with no doubt means your desire will be manifested quickly. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to eliminate doubt, because so the law of attraction, basically how I think about the law of attraction is whatever you think about, and whatever you focus about, whatever you breathe in, whatever you want in life, and whatever you visualize at night, or visualize when you're at the Stairmaster at the gym, or visualize when you're running, or running errands, or at a desk, or whatever the case may be, whatever you are zoning out about and picturing and wondering and hoping for, that's the law of attraction working. Now, everything that you have in your life, saying, from bills to people saying you're not smart enough, to you looking at the scale and saying, I'm not fit enough, or all those external things are going to take those dreams that you think about at night and whenever you're visualizing and give you reasons why you can't do it. Now, law of attraction is really easy for if you have kids or know children or have cousins that are kids, whatever. The child doesn't know the difference between what can and cannot happen because he hasn't learned in life that, you know, when you buy a house, you have bills, right? Or you know, whatever the cases are, you know, you're working at a job and you get $10 an hour and that is not enough to cover, you know, a car payment or, you know, he doesn't know all this stuff. He learns that through parent interactions, through society interactions, and learns that later in life and mostly through school probably. But if you see a kid and you ask them, what do you want for Christmas? They come up with this crazy stuff. And that's the law of attraction. They have all the belief in the world that Santa Claus and is going to bring them X, right? Mine was a Power Wheels, you know, the Jeep Power Wheels, or, you know, back in the day when Nintendo was coming out, it was a Super Nintendo, right? Which sounds silly now that we have Xbox and PS4, but back then, you know, playing, you know, Street Fighter and stuff like that was a lot of fun with my dad. So, but the kid does not have any idea that's not going to happen. He's 100% certain that that's going to show up. And whether that law of attraction plays into him actually bringing it in, I can't say. But I would say that it does. Because the more he focuses on it, it's like, I got to have it, I got to have it, I got to have it. He's going to eventually get it. Now, what doubts come in his mind or your mind, aka toothpicks, will determine how fast this manifests in your life. There's another small section here and it shows people trying to get win the lottery here in this cartoon. It's kind of a little funny, but it says also the speed at which you'll win the lottery, your desire, is determined by how much doubt you have. Do you have any doubts? If you have doubts, the law of attraction is going to work very slowly for you or not at all. It's as simple as that, okay? Another thing I have highlighted here, I guess I can give you the 3 steps. Actually, I'll give you 3 steps here of this book. Let me find the front page. It's kind of hard to find this content when you're put on a spot like this. Okay. There's 3 steps to the law of attraction. We call it the 3-step formula. If you're watching this or listening to this now, this is a little bonus content. Thank you for listening. The 3 steps is identify your desire, right? Your end game, your goal, your vision, your desire, your dream, your want. Give your desire attention. Step 2, think about it. Draw pictures if that's how you visualize. Visualize, feel it. You may have to manifest. If you've watched The Secret, they say use a vision board. If you're very visual, hey, get 3 or 4 magazines. If you want a Rolex watch or you want a trip to Bermuda, get a travel magazine, go to Bermuda websites, print out the pictures and make a vision board, right? That's what give your desire attention means. You actively are looking at it, you see it every day, you're constantly reminded about where you are and what you want, right? I have a Domo doll that basically, you know, you fill in the eye when you pay off your house. That's a visual representation of me paying off my mortgage, right? If the eye is not filled in, I know I have work to do. If the eye is filled in, I know that that goal is done, and now I can move on to another goal or desire, right? It's a visual thing. I see it right now. Eye is white, so I got work to do. Step 3, allow it. Now, I'm going to go into step 3 more, allowing it, because for 1 and 2, you'll have to pick up the book to read to go into more depth. But step 3, allowing it, is worth going over here because no one maybe will talk about allowing it. And this is probably one of the most important things, I think, because visualizing is easy. Visualizing and wanting it is easy. Identifying the desire is easy, but allowing it, that's the tricky part. That's where the doubt comes in. And this is a quote from the book. If you can see it, I'll hold it there for a second, but I'll also read it, obviously, for our audio files, right? Your job is not to try to figure things out intellectually, but to let the law of attraction figure it out for you. It didn't say for you. I added a little for you, a little bonus, because that makes sense. You have to, the law of attraction is very picky, right? Step one, we identified the desire. Step two, we've actively are giving that desire attention through visual, through audio, through taking a test drive of a car, through taking a test drive of a house, or driving by $1 million houses that you can't afford yet, right? Whatever it is, however you give that desire attention, it's going to be truly special because each situation is different. Maybe it's starting a restaurant and it's a Mexican restaurant, and you go get our friend Brandon Saylor from Collier International from episode, I don't know, 3 or 4 of the Real Albuquerque. You say, hey, I'm going to look at spaces, but you don't tell them that you're actually, you don't actually have it, right? The money to get the space, right? You don't tell them that, but you go look. So you have to give it some attention, however you do that. But the most important is allowing it. That's where their doubt's going to come in. And I'm going to read off here just a few of the bullet points that allowing in the chapter talks. I'm talking like Yoda, backwards. I'm going to talk about a little of the bullet points that chapter 3 brings up. And allowing, I think, is probably the hardest part, and this is where everybody seems to have a problem. So just listen to these bullet points and think about, there's a lot of content for each bullet point and goes in depth of each bullet point. So you're going to have to read the book, buy it. I'll have links below to buy it on Amazon. You can drop this so you can have it tomorrow, stuff like that. Here's what's covered in this section, aka allowing. It's the wrapping up. Allowing. Allowing is the absence of doubt. Picture our marble example. Doubt is the toothpicks, marbles the manifestation. We want to get the marbles to that bottom tray. Doubt is the toothpicks. So allowing is absence of doubt. Doubt is a negative vibration. If you doubt yourself, your body, people think or say that everything has a vibration. Whether it's a tree, this piece of metal, this paper, which was a tree, me, whatever vibration you have in the world, you align with other vibration things of that like kind. They say opposites attract. The law of attraction says what's your vibration is what you attract, right? So if you have a vibration of I can't do this, everybody seems to get breaks, but me, I'm not good enough. You're going to start attracting that into your life, whether that actually starts happening through friends you meet. They're all like Debbie Downers and want to gossip about how, they got passed up on this, or, they're not good enough for that, or so-and-so did this, but they can't do that. Whatever your vibration is what you're going to attract. So don't think opposites attract. Vibration will attract. So if you have a good vibration of I'm successful, I can handle this, I can do it, you're going to start vibrating in that form. And you're going to start vibrating, and other things are going to start happening. So you're going to be happy. You're going to meet people. Maybe you meet a guy, if you're going back to our Mexican restaurant thing, thinking about Mexican, kind of hungry. So that's where I'm going with this example. If you're thinking about that, maybe you meet a guy who's a Mexican chef who's looking to get out of his current position or doesn't like the management. So weird things start to happen, good and bad, whatever vibration you have. So if doubt is your vibration, you're going to get negative stuff. If you have positive vibration of I can do this, all the marbles are flowing down into that tray, you're going to start attracting that. The negative vibration of doubt cancels the positive vibration of desire. That's what we talked about in the allowing example. If you have 50 marbles and 25 or 50 toothpicks, they're going to cancel each other out. No marbles are going through that toothpick, right? It's not going to happen. We have to slowly create an imbalance of manifestation, want, thinking, believing that we can have it, and doubt. So you got to remove some of that doubt, take a chance, take a leap, whatever that is. And once you start doing that, things will start to manifest. You'll get some flow. You'll get some flow here. We want flow in the law of attraction. Okay? Next bullet point, and I'll make this brief because we've already at 18 minutes, and I want to make these short snippets. But we'll keep going, and we'll hammer this out, and we'll get you guys on your way. But this is what we're talking about. The next one is a limiting belief is a repetitive thought. So doubt, which is limiting belief, Limiting belief is I'm not good enough. I don't have enough money. I'm not smart enough. I'm not a good cook enough. I don't have enough money or restaurant skills. And you just keep thinking about that. You're like, I want to start a restaurant. And then boom, you got this repetitive thought of, you can't do it. When I say I can't because you've just uncovered a limiting belief. That's what I just went over. You're not good enough as a chef. So these limiting beliefs, you want to get rid of that. And I think that's what they're going to go onto this book. I can't remember this book verbatim 100%, but that's what they're going to go into. Finding proof helps you remove doubt. Proof is if we're going to our Mexican restaurant, friends who have started restaurants like Burnaby from Urban Hot Dog Company, he started his own restaurant. So if I want to start a restaurant, him as an example would be proof that it's possible because he's mid-20s. He's in his 20s, started his restaurant, and it's gaining ground. If you want to travel a lot, seeing somebody who travels a lot or lives abroad shows that that's proof that it's possible. So you're trying to find proof in your daily life of it's possible. Now, it's all possible of whatever your dream is. You just got to find some examples of it, and you're like, oh, man. If you want to work for yourself, you know, Chris Saylor from episode 1 is in the furniture business, and he's doing that all himself. That's a great example, right? So you got to find these proof, and these proof help remove doubt because, like, oh, if Chris can do it, why can't I do it? I've said this in some of my motivational podcasts of when I do yoga, proof helps me remove doubt when I'm within myself and working out because when you're in a 60-hour class of 105, 140 degrees, surface of the sun temperature is what it feels like, and you're doing very cardioactive work, and towards the end they say, okay, we're gonna hold this chaturanga, or we're gonna hold this half plank or plank for a long time, and it feels like a century, but really it's maybe 20 seconds. And I'm about to give up. I look to my left or to my right, and a 65-year-old lady's doing it. 40-year-old guy's doing it. 18-year-old girl's doing it behind me. So I'm like, oh, okay, they can do it. So why can't I? So once I see proof that it's still possible, that it's possible, I start to remove doubt in my mind of why I can't do it. So finding proof helps you remove doubt. Finding evidence that others are having or doing what you want to have or do helps remove doubt. Just had that example with Burnaby, Chris, and others who have started their own game and starting their own business. And it's infinite. You just got to find people who have done what you're looking to do, and that will help you remove doubt because you can see it's possible. Traveling abroad, etc. The purpose of allowing tools, which they're going to go over in here, they have tools that have some what's called an evidence of abundance journal, and you write down every day evidence of abundance. That may be a free lunch, abundance if you drive a lot and have a lot of traffic on your way home. Could be, hey, there's just me and another car on the way home. That's abundance. But it says I'm abundant today. I attracted X, and it's a daily list. This is good to remind yourself if you have a lot of doubt that there is a lot of abundance in your life. Abundance could be, hey, I woke up, I really like rain, there's beautiful clouds, I got to go to my job. So there's abundance everywhere. You just have to use it, and that will help you eliminate doubt and help allow these marbles to fall. Here's some 10 allowing tools. So this is bonus content. We'll be over after this. Celebrate the evidence of proof. Evidence of proof is what I just said, the abundance journal. Keep that. So it could be, boom, I got a free lunch. That's abundance, right? And you got to celebrate it. A little happy dance in your head, or do a literal happy dance, right? Who cares? This is all about you attracting what you want. So it's about being happy. Record proof of the law of attraction. Also that abundance journal. If you start attracting and say, hey, I want this, and you start seeing these small signs, write it down and remember that. Because those small signs will be like, okay, this is happening, and the marbles are falling. And, the marbles aren't just going to all fall in one day, and boom, now you're at it. But it may take a week, it may take a month. It depends on how powerful of attracting you're doing this, how willing you are to take a chance, and how willing you are to eliminate all doubt, not even think about doubt. Appreciate the gratitude. Always be gratitude of I'm not where I am today, but I'm at least further than I was yesterday. I'm grateful for where I am. I'm grateful for what I have. I'm grateful for the abundance in my life that's already flowing my way. I'm grateful for my cat, Chloe. I'm grateful for all you followers listening to me on iTunes or listening to me on YouTube. I'm grateful for having a sunny and cloudy day that I love. I'm grateful for the rain that we may have tonight. I'm grateful to still be alive. I'm grateful to love the city I'm in. I'm grateful to have a great family. You see where I'm going with this? This is all the stuff that you can be grateful for. And just by saying I'm grateful for it, it makes you feel better. So try that too. What are you grateful for? Maybe before you go to bed, while you're running, whatever. But maybe you need to go over that and become grateful of. There's only a few more, guys, I promise here. Use the expression, I'm in the process of. I'm in the process of becoming a restaurant owner, right? I'm in the process of traveling every month for next year. I'm in the process of finding my soulmate. Use the expression, I've decided. I've decided to become an entrepreneur. I've decided to travel every day or all next year. I've decided to start my own business. I've decided to find my space. I've decided to become a photographer, whatever. You've decided. That's it, and you're moving forward. When you decided something, nothing is going to stop you from that. It's like, think of concrete, right? If you have concrete and you have cracks in it, water can get through. Doubt, right? Think of water as a doubt coming through the concrete. But if your concrete's solid, there's no doubt coming through because you've already decided. Your friend's saying, hey, dude, the restaurant business is down 20%. Hey, dude, planes are crashing, or you don't even know foreign languages. The euro sucks. Hey, dude, I don't know. I'm kind of running out of examples of what we said here. All those, dude, you're concrete and you've decided, dude, none of that matters. Dude. It's like, okay, cool. I don't care what you think. I've already decided to start a business. It's that solid. Nothing's going to change, right? Use the expression, lots can happen. Yeah, lots can happen. Lots can happen for or against, but I'm going for the for side. You'll learn more about that in here. I'm going to keep this brief. I'm going to run down this real quick. Ask for information. I'll let you find out what that is in here, aka I don't remember. Make yourself an attraction box. I can't remember that exactly, but you'll have to find out that. Create a void or a vacuum. That is basically the power of the law of attraction. You're either going to bring all this in or create some weird space in between. This is my favorite. This is my all-time favorite of this book. And it's that quote I read a few minutes ago. I'll read the quote and then I'll read this. Your job is not to try to figure out the things, pardon me. Your job is not to try to figure things out intellectually, but to let the law of attraction figure it out. Allow the law of attraction to figure it out. That's your goal. So, step 1, identify your desire. Step 2, bring attention to your desire. Step 3, allow that desire to happen. Allow those marbles to fall, and don't worry about all the details. If you're that restaurant owner guy, go out with Brandon, find some space. Don't worry about how you're going to pass code or find a chef, or how you're going to pay for the rent, or how you're going to get tables, or how you're going to get customers in there, or how you're going to find vendors, or how you're going to pay taxes, or how you're going to advertise, or how you're going to create the menu. That's all the stuff that would kill yourself, because that's all doubt. Let the law of attraction figure that out. Who cares? Just roll one step at a time. You got to find space. You got to lock down the space. Boom. Okay, next step. We're going to find the chef, right? And while we're finding the chef, maybe he knows, you have some guy who knows how to market or whatever. Let it all figure it out itself. You don't have to get all obsessive about it. Step 3 is not done, so step 2 and 1 is all going to crumble, right? It doesn't work like that. Let this thing happen. Let it happen. Let the law of attraction figure out, because it's working for you day and night. Law of attraction is like interest on money. It never sleeps, right? So you have to visualize this. That's the allowing part. I think that's the hardest part, and that's why I spent the most time on this. Remember, doubt is what stops your desire from coming to you. The absence of doubt will bring your desire faster to you. The speed at which the law of attraction manifests your desire is in the direct proportion to how much you allow. How many toothpicks do you have in your game there, right? Remember, the objective is to get all the marbles down. Remove those toothpicks one at a time, or if you're a baller or gangster and said, I'm going, flaming into this thing, I'm going balls to the wall fast to this thing, let's see if we can, how many toothpicks we remove at one time, right? I've already decided that blank. All right, guys, my name is Chris Martin with The Real Albuquerque. This is my review of the Law of Attraction, probably one of the hottest topics now on Facebook. If you look for it, you'll probably see it in one shape, way, or form. People do a lot of quotes of like, you can believe it, if you can believe it, you can achieve it. That's all this stuff right here. This is one powerful 155-page book that is a must-have, a must-read. I mean, I say this for all the last 3 books I've read are all must-reads. These are all powerful books, and that's why we're bringing them to you, talking about them briefly. I give this book 5 Chloe cats, of course, and if I could, I'd go 6 to 10 Chloe cats. I know that's off the Chloe cat scale, but follow me, guys. This is that important, okay? My name is Chris Martin. This is The Real Albuquerque. Always do good. Let's read some books. Let's bring and raise our vibration. Let's have fun and have a happy life. Okay, guys? So I'm going to end it there. We'll see you soon. Hopefully you have a great rest of your week. This is Thursday, so tomorrow is Friday, baby. If you can't get excited about Thursday Eve, which is now, get excited about tomorrow, which is Friday, right? Friday doesn't mean we give up and we give in or anything like that. Friday means we still hammer it out and we smile and have fun doing it. It just means that, we have more time to make it happen this weekend on your own time if you're working for somebody or whatever the case may be. So, guys, I will talk to you later. See ya. I'm Audi 5000.